Hello everyone. Welcome to the series of lecture on Python SQL practicals. My name is Amit Mandal. In the last video, we learned how to download Jupyter Notebook and install Anaconda. Now we will start working on Jupyter Notebook. So let's begin with our first program. So our practical number 1, write a program to read a text file line by line and display each word separated by a hashtag. So our expected output will be education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. And if you can see, each and every word is separated by a hashtag, and these are in 3 different lines. So for this we will use 2 different methods, method 1 by read lines and the method 2 by read line. So let's move to our Jupyter notebook. So the interface for the Jupyter notebook is this is the landing page for the Jupyter. So if you have installed the Anaconda and you want to open the Jupyter notebook, just type in here Jupyter. This app will come and just you have to click on it and you will get this landing page. Once it is done, we will first open a new file. Once a file is opened, we will first name it as like, since this is a practical number 1, we can write as like practical number 01. We can rename it. So in our first program, it is practical number 1. So we will write this practical number 1. So here it is. Read a text file line by line. We are using hashtags to write comments so that it doesn't get executed with the program. Each word separated by hashtag. So we will be using first method number 1. Using read lines. So our step 1 will be first create a text file, and we can name it as like messages msgs.txt. You can rename as per your suitability. So txt is the extension for this, and then we have to open the original file. So in order to do this, first we have to create a text file. So first we will go to this home page of the Jupyter. Then in this new, we will open this text file. So we can rename it as like msgs messages.txt. Just remember, it is not text, it is txt. So we have to use this txt extension for our text file. So click on OK. Now we have the message like education is the most important weapon which you can use to change the world. So we want it in 3 different lines, so I will just put a line break here. So these are in 3 different lines. So after this writing this, I will just save this text file, then save. So here is one tick mark. So this means this file is has been saved. Now you can close it, no problem that. So after closing this, you just have to go to the home page and just refresh it once so that the file appears here. So just to see the file whether it is appearing or not, you can just check it here, like msgs.txt file has been uploaded here. So after this, let's go back to our practical number 1 Jupyter notebook. So now the file has been created. We want to open the file. So to open the file, we will use open command. So f equal to open, whether f is a variable, and msgs text, and it should be in either single inverted commas or double inverted commas. So to execute this program, we have to either click on the run, or we have to click on, we can use a shortcut key shift plus enter. After pressing the shift plus enter, we are getting this output. That means we this file has been encoded and it has opened, but the text is not coming in the output. So to write that text, we have to again first, the second step will be our, first we have to define, then words separated, then semicolon. It's colon, not semicolon. So again we have to write this f equal to open, again that double inverted commas or single inverted commas, it's up to you, whichever you prefer. messages.txt. So just then lines equal to f dot read lines. We are using this read lines function. So now if I print lines here, and we need to call the function. So to get the indent out, we have to press shift tab and just call the function by using the same words here. I'm just copying here and pasting it here. This is the calling out a function. So and parenthesis I have to put. Now let's run this program by pressing shift plus enter. So I'm getting the message, education is the most important weapon which you can use to change the, but in a text file we have 3 different lines, and every line break there is a /n. So I have to remove this. So in order to do this, we have to again this, I'm just copying it here and pasting it here, and we'll make some changes to this. In step 3, we will first we will put a read comment so that it can be able to read correctly. It can be single or double, it doesn't matter. Now I'm just putting a for loop here for I in lines. So this for loop will help me to remove that /n. For loop to remove /n. So since I have started a loop, so instead of print lines, it will print I. So if I run this program, let's see the output. So there is an showing an error. Let's check what is the error actually. So this print has to be indented so that it comes in the for loop. So now if I run this program, so now we are having this in 3 different lines. Education is the most important weapon which you can use to change the world. So this one is done. The line break has been removed, but we want to reduce the spacing between these 3 lines, right? So again I will copy the whole, paste it here and make other. This is our step 4. So our next change will be right. So we have some spacing in the after the lines, right? So we need to fix it. So I will use the end command. This and so end is used to after this. If I run this program, let's see. So the extra spacing has been removed. So but now we need to separate the words and put hashtag there. Okay, so again we have to copy the whole thing. We are just pasting it here. So our step 5 will be like, so keeping everything same, I will just, to make it meaningful, I will just change for I to line, or line in lines, print line and I will just put one split function here to split the words. So to split the words equal to line dot split. So we can remove this comment from here and this comment as well. So split function is used to split the words. Okay, so we can just print, instead of putting all this, we can just print word. So now let's run the program, shift plus enter. So there is some error, I think. So something is wrong with this. Let's check out for line in lines. Okay, so this was the culprit. So after adding this, we can just put it here, run this program. Now we are getting this, education is the most important weapon. So and we are getting everything in inverted commas, and there is a spacing, this is separated by a comma. So after this we need to I will just copy this whole and I will just again put a for loop here afterwards, after the split function, for so that it will help me to get words. This loop has been used to get the words. So word in words, now we don't have to print the words, we just want to print the word. So I will remove this S and I will execute this program and see the difference between the previous and now. So there is an error called print word. So this has to be indented since it has to be under the for loop. So I will just press the shift tab here only, not shift tab, only the tab here. So if I press shift enter, so I will get this one by one. It will be separated by each line. So once this is done, I will again copy this. This was our step 6. So I'm just copying it down and going to step 7. So here we want to put a hashtag here. So I will just in the end I will just press comma and put a hashtag. So after pressing this, so let's run the program. What I am getting, so I am getting a hashtag after each word, but there is a spacing between the word and the hashtag. So to overcome this, I will just copy paste again. We'll go to the step number 8. So instead of comma and this one, I will just use a plus sign and hashtag key. So let's see the difference. Will it make any difference or not? So yes, the spacing between the hashtag and the word has been removed. So now these are in different lines. So we want it to be in three lines. So in step number 8, I will again just copy down. So this will be our step number 9. So here I will just use, in the end I will just use this and so that it will come in single line. So we can just write a comment here and argument to get single line. So once it is done, let's run this program by pressing shift plus enter. So yes, we are getting in this single line. So but our output is different. We want to win in 3 lines. So after this we will go to this our step 10, that is will be our final step. So after this I just need only one thing to do, that I will just press shift tab here and print here, so that this print command will help me to get in 3 different lines. And I will use that f close also, since we have used open message here, so we will use close function also. So to do that, shift tab and I will just write f dot close to close the function, and since it has to be in the same line as it is in the f in the open one. So this has been done. So now if I run this program, let's see what is the result. So this is our final result, and if you can see this, so we are getting the same output here like there. So this is we have done. So this was our step 10 and these are our final step. So the alternative method 2, alternative to this, that is using the read line. Till now we have used the read lines. Now we will use this read line method. So this is an alternative method. So I will just copy it here and paste it and make some changes. So the changes will be like, so first sentence are correct, then second sentence also are correct. The third sentence is lines dot f dot read lines. So we are not using this read lines command. So we can just take it off, and we will here use a while where w will be small and true, t will be capital. So while true, then then colon, sorry, then the for loop will is of no use there. So now we will use this tab. I will write for line equal to f dot read line. Now I will use this if and else condition. So if line is blank, then break. Else words equal to line dot split. So we are using this if and else condition. If there is no line, then it will break. If there is a line, if there is any line, then the word will be split. Okay. So we can just remove this one. We have already written this, and this one will be shifted upwards and be under the same, under the W. And for this we need, for words in words, this print will become under this loop. So we will just have to indent it. So we will just press tab. Okay, so our program is ready, so we can execute it. So there, so we are getting the same output as the previous one. So these are the two methods by which you can write a program to read a text file line by line and display each word separated by a hashtag. So this was our practical number 1. So we will move to practical number 2. Thank you for watching, and you can go to the description and get the PDF for this and practice it. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Keep learning, keep progressing.